Hello matcha lovers, if you are new to this channel, make sure you click that subscribe button because you can start a business just by following me on this channel. If you're currently offering matcha in your shop, then you must look at all the recipes that I'm going to show you here today. These are the classics and also the favorites, as well as some new delicious flavors that I'm going to introduce today. Let's take a look at what we need. First of all, we need matcha. If you're going to make matcha the premium way, then you must use only pure matcha, not the ones with 3-in-1 variety with sugar and creamer added, but just 100% pure matcha. I'm using Ritual. This is my own brand and my own blend from Japan. We're also going to make use of some of the basic gadgets that are needed, especially if you're going to start a specialty matcha tea bar. First, you need a matcha whisk and also a matcha stand to make sure that the whisk is always kept in shape. I'm going to use a scoop. You can use a regular spoon, that's also fine. This is a tea scoop, especially for matcha. I'm going to use a matcha bowl, and matcha bowl, I prefer the one with a spout so that's easier for you to pour into your drinks later, especially if you're going to make layered matcha drinks. I'm going to use a strainer because for those that are not familiar with matcha, matcha is not a powder, it's ground leaves. So you actually ingest the leaves, making it 10 times more antioxidants than your normal green tea. You need to strain the matcha so there are no lumps when you mix your drinks. And another favorite tool that I use is a washer. Now, what is the purpose of this washer? This is so that you don't have to use the spoon to stir every time you want to strain the matcha powder into your bowl here. So you can let the washer do the work. All you have to do is to shake it left and right, and then your powder will drop into your bowl so that there will be no lumps at all. And because this is a specialty matcha and it's more like a show or a performance to the customers, especially if you have a bar, nice bar like this one, you will need to use a scale. You're also going to need your serving cups. For today, I am going to use 12 ounces, very small, because I'd like them to be concentrated. So let's get started with these 5 delicious drinks, starting with the first one, which is our classic matcha green tea latte. For this drink, we are going to look at the texture, which is very, very creamy, very concentrated. So we are going to use quite a lot of matcha. We're going to add 4 grams or about 2.5 teaspoons of your pure matcha. Use a strainer and make sure that it is strained properly so that there are no lumps in your resulting drink. Add about 30 ml of water. Whisk until well combined and you see that tiny bubbles on top. Into a cup full of ice, we're going to add our vanilla syrup. And add fresh milk. You can use any milk of choice for this recipe. And then pour the matcha mix over. We're aiming for a layered effect here, so make sure you keep the top layer separate from the milk. And this is our classic matcha latte. Next drink, we are going to make strawberry matcha latte. Now this is one of my favorites. For this one, because it's a combination of strawberry and matcha, we're going to use less matcha. This time we're going to use 2 teaspoons of matcha powder, or about 2.5 grams. The same procedure here. We are going to scoop the matcha onto a strainer, strain, add about 30 ml of water, whisk to combine, and this is our top layer for our matcha drink. Using the scale, we are going to measure our strawberry. If you haven't yet seen how to make the sweetened strawberry the Chao way, do check out the link above. We're going to use about 45 grams of our sweetened strawberry. Fill the cup with ice. Pour the milk over. Note that I'm using a scale here to measure all the ingredients, and then we are going to pour the matcha mix right on top. To create a layer, make sure that you do not use a lot of water when you mix your matcha. And this is our strawberry matcha latte. Third, it is dirty matcha. Now, what makes this different from your regular matcha green tea latte? It is a combination of milk and some cream, and the cream is used to sweeten the drink. For dirty matcha, because we want it to be concentrated, we are going to use, again, a lot of matcha. This time we're going to use 2.5 or 2.5 teaspoons of our matcha, or about 4 grams. Using the washer makes it easier for you to strain the matcha powder into the bowl. We're going to add very little water here because I'd like it to be a thin layer of matcha on top. So just about 15 to 20 ml of water. Whisk to combine. Pour fresh milk over ice. Add the cream. Stir to combine the cream and the milk. And we are going to finish this off with our matcha mix. Note that the matcha mix here should be thick and more viscous. The fourth drink is a new drink that I'm introducing on this clip, Cheesecake Matcha Latte. So we're going to add cream cheese into our mix here. For this, I am going to use a tall glass because we are going to use a milk frother to combine all the ingredients together and get that thick texture. I'm going to use a lot of matcha, so about 2.5 teaspoons or 4 grams if you're using a scale. Strain the matcha. Add about 15 ml of water. And for the sweetener, you may either use sugar or sugar syrup. Add the cream cheese. Froth until you get that creamy texture. Into your glass, add the milk. And pour the cream cheese foam over. And you get cheesecake matcha. Finally, we're going to make sparkling matcha lemonade. For this, we're going to use very little matcha, about 1 teaspoon, or if you're using a scale, about 1.2 to 1.5 grams. Add little water, just about 1 tablespoon or 15 ml. Whisk to combine. Into your glass, add freshly squeezed lime or lemon juice. Fill your cup with ice. Add your sweetener. This time I'm using sugar syrup. Stir to combine lemon juice with the syrup. Add the soda water and pour the matcha mix on top. Garnish with some slices of lime and you get a deliciously looking sparkling matcha lemonade. Okay, sparkling matcha lemonade. It looks good, and I'm sure it will taste equally good. Absolutely refreshing. If you haven't yet tried matcha with lemon and now with soda water, this is a must try. 5 delicious drinks that you've seen first here on this channel. If you have any questions about these recipes, check out my books, All Things Milk Tea. Recipes for cup sizes 12, 16 and 22 ounces are also in the book. So check out the description box below for details on how to order. The book, All Things Milk Tea, is also now available on Amazon in paperback and also hardcover editions. So make sure you check them out. I'll see you again for more of these video tutorials. In the meantime, stay safe, take care. Thank you for watching. Ciao for now.